Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First, I'm going to say, call on Yahawah by Hashem, Yahawah by Hashem, Rekakwadash, giving all praises to the great Ali Shaddad of Israel, the great I Am, the possessor of heaven and earth, of the spirits of heaven and earth, coming, giving all love and praise to his only begotten Son, Yahawah, the Adonai, the Hamashiach, the light of this world, the one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become his father's royal and beautiful right arm, my Redeemer, my Comforter, and my salvation. And only one that plead his blood over Israel, the only nation granted for salvation, giving double honors to great millstone, the prophets of Yahweh Shai. They push the word around the clock to let us know the times that we're headed in, and not only to get us back to Yahweh Shai, but to prepare us for these dark times ahead. Indeed, they are coming with gradualism and a build-up per se. And like the Most High say, don't be sleep when the master comes back to his home. So he may come like a thief in the night. So all of this is getting to the boiling point to where it will explode, and it will catch you off guard. So right now we in the midst of that as well. So thank the prophets of Yahweh Shai. They work around the clock to get those sheep to come in, the last of the sheep to come in, and to keep us on our toes, to keep us aware, you know what I'm saying, keep us inspired and doing the work to the best that we can. Shout out and double honors to Great Millstone. Shout out to the Akim, the brothers that's in the word. You may not be from Great Millstone, but you still push the word, and you only listen to them. You go out to the highways and byways and do your videos to the best of your abilities. And you believe, and you only listen to Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to the Aqua, the beautiful women that's in the word. It's not a lot of you women that's into the word. It's not a lot of you women that's trying to do the right thing to the best that you can. Nobody is perfect, but shalom to the beautiful women that's actually trying to, please Yahweh Shem Shai and do the best that they can, whether you got a man or not. You still fear the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh. You listen and you learn in silence. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a big deal, but to some women it is. Well, majority of the women. So for the few of y'all women, y'all beautiful Aquaf women, shalom. Coming back at you with another video through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai in the name of Yahweh Shai, and this one is God's gift. He's giving out a lot of gifts right now to the children of Israel. Like I said, the kingdom of heaven shall be translated from one people to another. As far as I'm concerned, it's not a lot of us that are even aware of the gifts and the things that Yahweh does for us, and not only day by day, but to get us prepared for these things and these events that are ahead of time. You got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He's working on the body, mind, and spirit for a lot of us brothers, getting us all balanced out, getting us all squared away, getting us prepared for whatever we may face in the near future, and pretty much just being the Heavenly Father that He is. He's very generous. He's very beautiful. He's doing what He needs to do, so that way when these wicked 2/3 and these people come and they say, what have you done? I have not, I ain't got nothing from the Yahweh Shem Shai, and they don't believe, or I don't have no gifts. I didn't get nothing from the Lord, and the Most High been giving out gifts and blessings of all sorts and all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying, to the children of Israel that come back. So for those wicked of the 2/3, you had an abundance of gifts, but it was only for a limited time. It wasn't on your time. It was on God's time. So when it's time, and the Most High is finished giving out all His gifts, and it's done and it's said and over with, you're gonna have the rest of the children of Israel, which are the 2/3 that's gonna come and demand these gifts, that demand these blessings from Yahweh, and the Most High is not gonna have no more to give. Like the Most High said, there's a cry for wine in the streets, meaning that there is no more knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the gifts too, is to know things. You know what I'm saying? So that right there in particular is also crucial. No more wisdom, no more understanding. Other gifts, not being able to see. You know what I'm saying? Not no good news coming to you. Some of them don't have no strength to endure. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers is, you know what I'm saying, cannot clear up their confusion. They cannot break their reprobate mindset. You know, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of blessings and gifts that the Most High will give you. You know what I'm saying? That will help you be able to square these things out of the way and defeat these particular spirits. So I'm gonna go to the Book of Proverbs because right now I'm in that process too of you know, getting blessings in abundance and you know, having these gifts that Yahweh Shem Shai is giving. Now the Most High gonna start giving out high level gifts, which is the powers. You know what I'm saying? Some of the angels gonna get their divine powers back, and they'll be able to do more. You know what I'm saying? With these powers than the gifts and the blessings that Yahweh has given them already. He's gonna give them more. You know what I'm saying? What little a man has shall be taken away. You know what I'm saying? Give it to the man that has more. You know, so you got to be able to have that understanding. And the more you accept from Yahweh Shem Shai, the more the Most High is going to give you. You know what I'm saying? If you accept little from the Most High and you depend little on the Lord, the Most High is going to take it away and give it to that next man. So you got to be wary about that. You know what I'm saying? Constantly pray. Constantly do the best that you can. We are not perfect. Constantly strive to you know, please Yahweh Shem Shai, live a good, live a better, healthy life. Follow the path the Most High has already preordained for you. You know, do the right thing. You know, if you are a good spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai that He created with good intentions, you know what I'm saying, and you listen to the Lord, because listening is a crucial part of having a connection with Yahweh Shem Shai, the Most High. Is very crucial. It's very important to he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit has to say. You know what I'm saying? That is very important, because you got a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, that don't listen and they don't have that understanding, and so that's what's causing them to stagger. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that is one of the gifts too, is to be patient and listen. Hear what Yahweh Shem Shai got to say. You know, you got the prophets, they always on the scene. You can always go and check them out, you know, listen, kick back, you know what I'm saying, study, you know, but most importantly, you know, listen. But, you know, kick back, study, and have an understanding. And there's nothing wrong with having more knowledge, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with having the word of Yahweh Shem Shai. If you let the Spirit of Yahweh in, it will definitely reorganize and reshape your life and mold you into the man that you need to be, not the man that you want to be, the man that you need to be, you know what I'm saying, or the God that you need to be, because the Most High is trying to graft the children of Israel back. Well, He's grafting and He's absorbing them back into Godhood. So don't have a man complex, have a God-like complex, and be able to be universal with all the things that you do, whether it's in the Word, you know what I'm saying, whether it's in your regular daily life, whether it's dealing with your family, dealing with, you know what I'm saying, other people, you know what I'm saying, have that, if you read the Bible, you have that that heavenly mindset, and being able to have a better, safer, and good life, you know. So until Yahweh Shem Shai come, that's why they say repent, you know what I'm saying, don't sin, you know what I'm saying, live good and have a good life, and until Yahweh Shem Shai come. That's pretty much what it is. It says, these are the Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, copied. So in Proverbs, I love Proverbs. I don't know why I gravitate around it, but it has so many commandments from Yahweh Shem Shai, and good advice and pointers from Yahweh to show the men how they're supposed to live. You know, overall, the Bible is for the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And overall, the Bible is instructions on how to live on this earth. You know, because they'd be like, oh, what does the Bible stand for? Basic instructions before leaving earth. Well, at the same time, you know what I'm saying, the Bible is basic instructions for living on the earth. You know, so you gotta know how to live. You gotta know how to carry yourself. You gotta know how to, you know what I'm saying, be smart. And what better way to do that than to go with Yahweh Shem Shai, us being the true children of Israel. You know, we are the Jews. We know that now, and it's becoming more and more evident by the day. You know, we go back to that heavenly, God-like mindset, And the Most High is trying to not only, put us on a God-like mindset, boost your self-esteem, you know what I'm saying, put your mindset on a higher level, working on your body, you know what I'm saying, being able to take care of your body, whether it's in health or fitness, you know what I'm saying, working on your spirit and your faith and your determination on when you ask Yahweh for something, he allows you to get it and prosper on that. And you know what I'm saying, just putting your mind up here instead of down here, putting your mind up there, you know what I'm saying. So that's always important, especially for you brothers, so it says these Proverbs chapter 1 verse 1, these are the Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah king of Judah copied. It is the glory of Yahweh to conceal a matter, but the glory of kings is to search out a matter. It says, as the heavens for height and the earth for depth, so the heart of kings is unsearchable. It says, take away so certain precepts that I might not break down, I don't really know or understand what that means. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to discern it if I don't understand it. That's meant for the prophet. Certain precepts are very deep, and it takes time to study in order to crack them open, Because I don't know whether he's talking about I think he's talking about the children of Yahawahs, Yahawahs, because the Most High conceals the matter, but the glory of kings is to search out a matter. And that could be, you know what I'm saying, to go and find out the hidden things of Yahweh. So that's all I can get out of it. It says, as the heavens for height, and the earth for depths, so the heart of kings is unsearchable. Take away the dross from the silver, and it will go to the silversmith for jewelry. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne will be established for righteousness. So these two precepts could be talking about the children of Israel, because they are the kings. So it says, take away the dross from silver, and it will go to the silversmith for jewelry. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne will be established in righteousness. Amen. Do not exalt yourself in the presence of the king, and do not stand in the place of the great. For it is better that he say to you, come up here, that you should be put lower in the presence of the prince whom your eyes have seen. So that's Yahawah. Some people feel like they don't need God. So by you saying that you don't need God, you're pretty much putting yourself over Yahawah, because and over his son Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself over, especially his son Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? That you don't need help. You don't need God in your life, or you don't believe in him, when the Most High is the one that's giving you the gifts that you receive. Because the daily gifts are daily, whether they minimum or whether they're major. You know what I'm saying? Now you got the minimum gifts. You wake up, you breathe the breath of life. You know what I'm saying? You can walk, you can live to see another day. You know what I'm saying? Your kids, they not going hungry. You're not going hungry. You're able to prosper in some form. You got a job. You know what I'm saying? You're working. It can go from having a better house. You know what I'm saying? Driving a nice car. These things are the things that are like daily. You know what I'm saying? And for a person to say that they don't need God, you hasten above him. You know what I'm saying? And the God is the one that's actually allowing you to live, allowing you to prosper every day. So that's another major thing that a lot of our brothers and sisters are doing. They say that they're God. Pretty much, they got their life, they got control of whatever they do, and they don't have to pray to the God, and they don't have to believe in God, because of whatever worldly knowledge or whatever they've absorbed. But this is their perspective, when the Most High is the one that is doing everything for them in their life, whether they believe or not. So it says, whom your eyes have seen. Amen. Because some of us have seen Yahawah, and mostly in dreams and in visions, and we have seen his presence in the earth. And one of the greatest presence of Yahawah is the holy angels. And The holy angels are the, the chariots and the UFOs that people are rapidly seeing day by day, more and more. Those are the presence of Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand Yahawah is the God of this universe and the God of the earth. So, this is his world. This is his creation. Yahweh is above all things. You know what I'm saying? Everything. He is above Yahawah, and he gives Yahawah commandments and things to do. You know what I'm saying? And what to do. And instructions and ideas. And Yahawah, he would go and perform them. And, bring the news back to Yahweh Shem Yahawah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that works. But Yahweh Shem Yahawah is God. You know what I'm saying? He is the first spirit. You know what I'm saying? He is all things. He's everything. He's the beginning. He's the end. He's creation. You know what I'm saying? He is the universe and expansion as it is. That the Most High had given him that much power. So, it says the world was made to him and for him. And then if you read the beginning explains, Genesis explains how everything was created. Yahweh does blatantly say that in the beginning, I gave my son the blueprint, I gave my son the idea, but he went out to go create it. Yahweh said, I didn't have to do anything at all. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? So he said, I have the idea for all the things, but I gave it to my son to perform it, to create it. You know what I'm saying? So he gave his son that authority to be God. You know what I'm saying? And to reign as God with the holy angels as the powers, and they're the gods and the kings that the Lord is talking about. So if you've been listening to the prophets, you will understand that. Now that precept is real deep. Because some of us have had dreams of meeting Yahawah. Some of us have dreams of the nuclear day. Some of us have dreams of being on the chariots, being abducted by chariots. Some of us had a dream of the Jacob's trouble, which is the apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? Some of us have dreams of the mark of the beast. I know I had a dream about the mark of the beast. I remember that I had a dream about the mark of the beast, that everybody was getting a mark, and I was put on a concentration camp, and I was a bad person pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And in the dream, I was taking advantage of women, beating them and raping them. Like, it was a perspective as a criminal or somebody that didn't believe in God, and I was being held captive, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't even make it difficult for people to escape, you know what I'm saying? But when you did escape, they would pretty much they would pretty much shoot you down, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you came out and they caught you running, because in the dream I was running and I had a beam on me. And the beam had struck me. It was a sniper, and it hit me in my back, and it just by it going through my shoulder and right here, pretty much through my heart, I died. You know what I'm saying, in the dream. So that's the dream about the mark of the beast. Knowing Yahweh, know I'm not a bad person, but he's showing me all perspectives. You know what I'm saying, all things, because the more and more you get closer to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the more and more you have that. That's one of the gifts, that universal mindset. He even showed me that I would get spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? I would have spiritual power, and I would be able to save people in those days. You know what I'm saying? He showed me the nuclear day. You know what I'm saying? He showed me being abducted. You know what I'm saying? He showed me the fathership. He showed me the last day. To have a dream about the last day is some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all, he gives you that universal perspective. You know what I'm saying? And to understand that, he even showed me the day that everything collapsed. The economic collapse. I was there that day, but I was one of those people in the dream that didn't believe, and I continued to pretend like everything was normal. So you're gonna have people like that in those days too, that it's gonna be so powerful, so bad, to the point to where it will psychologically break them down. They will have a mental breakdown of what they're seeing. You know what I'm saying? They PTSD, you know what I'm saying? Going psycho, whatever you want to fucking call it. But they would literally break down, you know what I'm saying? Because, these people that don't believe, they're building their life, their future. You know what I'm saying? Their kids are growing up here, their future, their families, their money, their jobs, their careers. You know what I'm saying? They homes, they nice ass cars. Some people are they progressing in this life, in this world, in this matrix. They're not understanding that it is the matrix, and that at some point all this shit will be deleted and then rebooted. You know what I'm saying? And be reconfigured. But they're not understanding that. All they understand is to live, to strive, and to survive. You know what I'm saying? To make it, to become something in this world that's so fast fleeting away. So when they see the economic collapse happening, you know what I'm saying, they're not going to know what to do. Some people is literally going to get up, mentally broke down, get up and hop in a car and go to work during riots, destruction, and death, okay? You have people like that. They're going to pretend like nothing is fucking happening. You know what I'm saying? Because their minds are not prepared for what's about to happen. Their minds are not braced for that kind of impact and what they're seeing. In that dream, I saw people rioting, and I was going to go do a job application while everything was fucking on fire, and these race wars are popping off, and everybody is fucking fighting each other. Race wars, black people killing black people. You know what I'm saying? White people killing white people clashing with black people. You know what I'm saying? Other races is rioting, stealing, killing. It's trash and garbage everywhere. Everybody's fighting everybody. In a dream, I was getting a job application and applying for a job when somebody had flew right past me and stole my information. Just ran past me and stole that shit. And I'm like, hey, my information, I need that to get this job. But when I looked everywhere around me, it was nothing but riots and destruction, and everything was fucking burning. Okay, so you're gonna have people like that, but that's one of the gifts. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the gifts. You know what I'm saying? Because we are God, so we can see through different perspectives of prophecy. You know what I'm saying? See through different dreams and different visions. It's like being a different person. That's what the children of Israel don't understand, that universal, omnipresent mindset. We are the angels of Yahawahs. So the Most High say, are ye not gods? The Lord is not understanding that. So the Most High is giving some of us low-level spiritual power. And the more and more we praise Yahweh, the more and more we bring out videos, the more and more we go to the highways and byways. Yahweh is giving out more gifts and more blessings, establishing more miracles. You know what I'm saying? Giving you different sensations that you ain't experienced in a long time. Because I'm not saying that we never had it. I'm just saying we ain't had it like this in a long time. And the Most High is raising Israel up while the white men and the nations are slowly declining. Because the more and more they think they progressing, they realizing this is our world. You know what I'm saying? We're going to progress in our world. But their world is not how the world works. You know what I'm saying? So, just knowing that the Israelites are progressing like that, and they progressing in a world. No, they want to have that universal power too, to be progressing in all things. You know what I'm saying? To make their world real time, because their world is the matrix. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? That's not how the world works. Like I say, it could be like right now it is 6 o'clock right now. You know what I'm saying? But in the eyes of God, you know what I'm saying, the day is already over with. You know what I'm saying? The day is about to pass away. The day is over. So right now it's nighttime, you know what I'm saying? But they labeled it 6 o'clock p.m. So their world is different from the world of Yahawah. They label time. The Most High is running on divinity. You know what I'm saying? It's running a lot. Right now, for the days are short, that way no flesh will be saved. It's running a lot faster. But a long time ago, the days were so slow, it could be 2 in one day. You could take like 3 to 4 naps, and it's barely like you done went to sleep at 9, you done got up at 12, you done went to sleep again. It's barely like 3. You know what I'm saying? You go to sleep again, it's barely 4 to 5, and the sun is still up. It's because the time is not Yahweh's time. God's time is not bound by the white man's time. The white man, he wants to be universal like that, but he can't. You know what I'm saying? And his world is a fake world. So, he can progress and he can climb up all he wants. You know what I'm saying? But it's a certain time and place where it's all going to come crashing down. And that's the same with other people that are not ready for these things to come, that don't have those gifts. You know what I'm saying? That don't have those blessings, that don't have the covering of Yahweh Shem Shai over them to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Or to prepare them from the things that's coming, from the flood that's coming, because this flood is a spiritual flood. It's not a flood of water. It's not. It's a flood of a spiritual flood, you know, like flood of chaos and destruction and hell, you know what I'm saying, that's coming, and people, you know what I'm saying, that's coming. So a lot of people are not going to be ready for this. Sorry to go deep like that, but, you know, that precept, you know, lesson within lesson, but I'm going to keep going. It says, do not go hastily to court, for what will you do in the end when your neighbor has put you to shame? Debate your case with your neighbor, and do not disclose the secret of another. It says, lest he who hears it expose your shame, and your reputation be ruined. That's right. That's right there. Be careful. Try to deal with, when it comes to your enemies, or come to somebody that's against you or opposing you, try to deal with them to the best way that you can. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, we are sheep led to the slaughter. That's big. You know what I'm saying right there? Because good people are being destroyed by bad people, but the bad people not knowing that they're exploiting themselves, and they label themselves as these wicked ass people. The more and more things that they do, the more and more it is obvious that you are a wicked person. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like it says, do not hastily to court. Do not go hastily to court, for what will you do in the end when your neighbor has put you to shame? Debate your case with your neighbor, and do not disclose the secret to another. It says, lest he who hears it expose your shame, and your reputation be ruined. So that's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that's wicked as hell, and instead of working things out with their opposition or with their enemies, this is what brothers do. You know what I'm saying? Because brothers got this bad. They cannot let shit go. They cannot reason. You know what I'm saying? They want to reason and solve things by violence, or, you know, lies, or intimidation, or getting high and just trying to cover it up. And when somebody that's good confronts them, it is bringing more problems. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, by trying to discern from these people, you know what I'm saying, the more and more you explain it to them, the more and more they look dumb. They look like liars and wicked ass thieves and just evil people in general. So, you know, it's people that's like that you gotta be you know what I'm saying, wary of, and, you know, be the bigger man. That's what it's about. You know, sometimes you just gotta be quiet, or sometimes you just gotta reason with them and be the bigger man. If they don't want to understand it, knowing it's obvious that they did wrong, then, you know, that's just what it is. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But the Most High Yahweh sees it. You know what I'm saying? So the faster the harder they debate, per se, the more they do what they, you know, them wicked acts, the more and more the Most High is going to put it to add on sin to sin for them, and they will be called into court faster than you. So now that judgment is detrimental. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get judged by Yahweh, sometimes it can be by your actions or how you treat others. You know what I'm saying? What you're thinking about, what you say. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. And the wicked are blind, so they don't, you know, they don't understand, you know what I'm saying, that how bad that is, especially if you're dealing with a man of God. You're dealing with a man of Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? The Lord don't like it when his people are touched. The Lord don't like it when his people are attacked for being good people. The Lord don't like it when his people are being, you know, beat down, you know what I'm saying, and lied on and made fun of, you know what I'm saying, and talked about, you know what I'm saying, and done scandalous and treated a certain way. Yahweh will do something about it, especially, you know, for brothers that's in the truth. That's why a lot of the wicked don't understand. Be careful around these people. Be careful around the Israelites that came back, because if you touch them or you treat them some sort of way, just by even saying something, you know what I'm saying, the Most High will hold you accountable for it, and he will do something. It might not be at that moment, but it will be later on down the line. And trust me, people pay dearly. Like I'm trying to tell you, as when it's time and the Most High get these people, get these wicked people, they will pay dearly. And you gonna wish that you never did what you did to either that person or never did anything kind of any wicked thing, period. So, but the wicked are blind, so they don't know that. So they're, pretty much inviting in destruction and judgment into their life. So, sometimes it is good to be the innocent one. Sometimes it is good to try and discern, you know what I'm saying? Because the Most High is going to see you and you stated your case and all that. So the Most High is going to be like, well, I understand, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have court on this. We're going to see what I'm about to do to this person, or, you know what I'm saying, or what I'm about to fine them for, or what I'm about to judge them for. And you know what I'm saying, are acquitted. You are clean. But this person right here, you know what I'm saying, he is found guilty. So I'm going to give him his judgment and give him his curse, you know what I'm saying, or give him his time, you know what I'm saying. However, the Most High may muster up the form of the punishment, you know what I'm saying. And judgment is a bad thing, because Yahweh is a judge. You may not even know that you are in court. You may not even know that your name is called. And all these afflictions and all these punishments and all these curses are coming upon you, and all these bad things are happening because you don't know that the Most High had sentenced you. He had judged you. That's how blind they are. You never truly get away from the things that you do. You don't. You don't get away. You know what I'm saying? People feel like they get away about the bad things that they do. That's because they're godless, but you still living in God's world. You never truly get away, and you can't hide, you know? So it says, a word filthy is spoken, a word fitly is spoken like apples of gold, and setting of silver, like an earring of gold and an ornament of gold, a wise rebuker to an obedient ear. That's right. Respect a man when he rebuke you. There ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with somebody telling, if a brother love you, it ain't nothing wrong with a brother telling you the truth, you know what I'm saying, about yourself or about your situation. And if you a good brother, you accept it. But if you a bad brother, it's going to offend you, and you're going to want to do something about it. But, wise is the man that accepts it and listens, because they only telling you what's right to make you a better person. So it says, like the cold snow in time of harvest is a faithful messenger to him, to those who send him. It says, for he refreshes the soul of his masters. That's right. Because the more and more those of us believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the more and more we give respect to his prophets, the more and more we get love and respect as well. You know what I'm saying? And, it shows respect to the prophets, that those of us that believe, you know what I'm saying, and they give us respect too for those of us that believe. We know who we are, and we know who they are. So it's not a secret. Whoever falsely boasts of giving is like clouds and wind without rain. That's right, because people be saying, oh, I promise that I'll take care of this, and I promise that I'll give you that, I promise that I'll fix this, I promise that I'll fix that, or I got your back, don't worry about it. Them the motherfuckers that you got to look out for, because they only talking and saying smooth things which are good to the ear, but when it comes down to that ride or die attitude, or when it comes down to real things happening, they're not there, or they don't have it to give. And sometimes it's good to keep most of the time it's good to keep your word. If you say you got a brother's back, then have their back. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have it, then you don't have it. Be very honest and watch your words. It says, whoever falsely boasts, or watch what you do. Whoever falsely boasts of giving is like clouds and wind without rain. That's right. Because you never give, but you always talking about what you're going to do, but you never do nothing at all. So it says, by long forbearance a ruler is persuaded, and a gentle tongue breaks a bone. That's right. You know what I'm saying? They say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That is a lie. Very, very blatant lie. Words do fucking hurt. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to curse, you don't have to be angry to offend somebody. Sometimes you can offend them by telling the truth. Sometimes you can offend them by, you know what I'm saying, explaining things to them, correcting them. You know what I'm saying? In the best, in a more in a gentleman way, or in the nicest way, or in the caringest way. Just because you sound like you caring and loving, in those eyes, in their eyes, they so fragile. You know what I'm saying? That just by you telling them those words and speaking the obvious could hurt them. You know, so that's real. It says, "Have you found honey? Eat only as much as you need, least you will be filled. You will be filled with it and vomit." Right. So that honey is that representation of the blessings and the gifts. You know what I'm saying? And the things that you may receive from Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too greedy. You know what I'm saying? Take what you need and save some for others. You got other people that are so greedy, you know what I'm saying, and so wicked that they take it all for themselves and they don't think about other people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got people like that Yahweh will give them a blessing, you know, like $100,000, and guess what? This person is so wicked and so stretched out that they disappear for months and months and months on end, and when they come back, they don't have nothing else, not a drop, not a dime. Don't know where they know where it went. They spun it all, but didn't give it to the people around them. Didn't share. Didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, be mindful of other people. Take what you need and go. So it says, because the next day when the Most High, because the next day starts, and when you don't have nothing else, you can always come back to Yahweh, and He'll give you what you need, and then you pass on. Save the rest for others. So it says, seldom set foot in your neighbor's house, lest he become wary of you and hate you. That's right. That's wisdom right there. Not everybody is good to be friends with. Not everybody is good to be your friend. Not everybody is good to be cool with. Not everybody is good to be around. You know what I'm saying? Because when a person opens up to you, what does the Most High call this? A house. You know what I'm saying? So spiritually, you know what I'm saying, when a person opens up to you, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it's best not to, like, it's like stepping inside a house and seeing the rooms and the departments, what's broken, what needs to be fixed. You know what I'm saying, from the creaks, the cracks, to the holes in the walls. Sometimes they're infested with spirits that represent rats, roaches, cats, dogs, you know what I'm saying, animals. That is spiritual representation, you know what I'm saying. Or sometimes, you know, their windows are busted out. Some of them are abandoned homes, meaning that they don't really have no spirituality, no mentality for them. You know what I'm saying? And you step in and you mingling with this person, and over time they become your enemy because there's certain things that you see that aren't right. You know what I'm saying? And you try to fix them, but you can't because they don't want it to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Or you do something that's not right in their eyes, and they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You done sat down a certain way and got too comfortable dealing with this person. You know what I'm saying? You done fell asleep, you know what I'm saying, around this person. You know, and they can rob you. You know what I'm saying? They can say you stole something, anything. You know what I'm saying? And this is spiritually when you're dealing with people. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not always good to make friends. And if you do have friends, don't get too comfortable with them. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do and cut niggas off, man. That's important right there. That's a golden rule for me. Because me, I don't roll. I got friends, but I don't roll with, well, actually, no, I don't have no friends. I started over. You know, sometimes you got to be as lightweight as possible. Sometimes you got to push people away. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do to get to where you need to be, man. Because a lot of things can slow you down. A lot of things can stop you from getting to where you need to be. A man who bears false witness against his neighbor is like a club, a sword, and a sharp arrow. That's right. Be careful of these haters, man. Even the Israelite brothers, the men of the Lord, we got haters. We got people that'll stab us in the back once we befriend them. We got people that secretly don't like us or waiting for our downfall. You know what I'm saying? We got people that jump to accusations and say this and that when things about us aren't true. You know? That one's simple. Confidence is an unfaithful man in time of trouble. It says confidence is an unfaithful man in the time of trouble. It's like a bad tooth and a foot out of joint. Yeah, that's true. Because not all of us have confidence. Not all of us have that courage. Not all of us is, like they say, built for that lifestyle. When trouble comes, sometimes confidence can be with you. Sometimes focus can be with you, and when sometimes it don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like a spirit. It comes and it goes, and that's certain things that you gotta battle within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And we done been in many scenarios where there was just bad or something popped up or we had to engage somebody, you know what I'm saying, from arguments to fights, from dealing with problems, you know what I'm saying? Just just all kinds of things. And this shit can come out of the blue. So in order for you to have that stability, pretty much, is to have faith in Yahawah Shem Shai, like the Most High say, be circumspect and watch for everything. You know what I'm saying? Um, Walk by faith and not by sight. You don't need your eyes to see shit coming all the time. It says, like one who takes away a garment in cold weather, and like vinegar on soda, is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. That's right. If your enemy is hungry, give him bread to eat. And this is what's talking about the children, the brothers, not the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Not, give to the white man when he hungry. No, that shit ain't got nothing to do with the children of Israel. It's talking about brother on brother. Even if he your enemy, still take care of him. Now today it's not very a wise thing, but it's in a form of also showing mercy. You know what I'm saying? If you do have enemies like that, but overall, this Bible was meant to bring them together. You know what I'm saying? But we in the last days, so, the Most High say, I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. I did not come to bring unity, but divinity. You know what I'm saying? So, this could work on certain people, and then at the same time, it can't. So it says, and if he is thirsty, give him water to drink, for you will heap coals of fire on his head. And Yahweh will, it says, for so you will heap coals of fire on his head, and the Lord will reward you. That's true. You do the best that you can to help your enemies. You do the best that you can to have mercy. You know what I'm saying? That's a form of giving bread. You give them peace. You leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? And then the Most High could put that spirit on you. So when the day comes, when they still confront you anyway, despite the good things that you do, you destroy them. You know what I'm saying? The Most High put that spirit on you to destroy them. You know what I'm saying? Because now, you know what I'm saying, there's no other way to stop this. There's no other way to avoid this. Ain't no other way to deal with this. And I've done all that I can humanly possible the way I'm made to make sure that you're okay despite you being against me. So now, you know what I'm saying, the Most High put that spirit on you to destroy your enemies. Well, then get rid of his ass. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is really like that, It says the north wind brings forth rain in a backbiting tongue and an angry countenance. That's right. And people are like rain. People are like wind. They come and they go. These angry spirits and these wicked people like that too. They come and they go. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be very wary. You got to be very careful. You know what I'm saying? It says, you hypocrites, you idiots, you can discern the signs of the weather, but you cannot, the times of the weather, but you cannot discern the signs of the times. So, you got to use that one too. You know what I'm saying? Watch out. Be careful, because you don't need the storm and the clouds to rain and then be like, trouble is coming. No, that's not what that means. That's the meaning for, you know what I'm saying, seeing shit coming from a mile away, determining what the situation is going to be before it happens. You know what I'm saying? Be predictive. You know what I'm saying? See before you see. You know what I'm saying? Use your spirituality that Yahweh gave you, like the Bible, which is the ultimate. This is all that I get my wisdom from, the words of Yahweh. And be able to discern from different situations and be able to handle it. Some people are so slow, you can predict what's going to happen to them before it even fucking happens. And when you tell them, they still do it anyway, and it happened the same way you fucking told them. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so fucking obvious, So it says, it is bitter to dwell in a corner of a housetop, No, it is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than in a house shared with a contentious woman. That's right. That's bad right there, because that's important. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, women can they can be a companion, and at the same time they can be a competitor. You know what I'm saying? So they contend against you. They contend with you to see who's better, whether through order, control, power. You know what I'm saying? It's all sorts of things. The best thing, sometimes it says it is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than in a house shared with a contentious woman. Sometimes it's not good to be around women. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not good to, be in a relationship. Sometimes it is telling you. Sometimes it's good to be. It is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop, meaning that you be on your own, be by yourself. And this is what a lot of brothers are afraid of. You know what I'm saying? They don't like being alone. You know what I'm saying? They always got to talk to somebody, which is what do they call it? They call it simps nowadays. What do they call it? Feminism. You know what I'm saying? A form of feminism, to where you're so dependent on women. You know what I'm saying? In the form, you are a woman, and women will see that and exploit that as a weakness. You know what I'm saying? And in this day and this age, certain women think they men, or they got power like men, and they'll try to use that against you. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that's a very fatal, you know what I'm saying, thing to a man. If a man cannot, like it says, like Apostle Har say, a man of God is a lonely man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the path that you walk, no others can walk. No woman can be with you during these events. Nobody can help you during your changes but Yahawah Shem Shai. Now, there are times when God will give you a woman, you know what I'm saying, will give you somebody there, but you got to know how to play the game. You got to know what that is. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible does state that women are very important, but it gets to a point down the road in your life to where women don't matter. And you got to really apply that to your life. They don't matter right now. I don't need them right now. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you lighter. You know what I'm saying? It makes you stronger. That way, when the Most High give a woman in your life, you know how to play the game. Like I said, man shall have many wives. You know what I'm saying? So when you get tired of this woman treating you another way, you always got another woman, you know what I'm saying, to comfort you and to take care of you. And she might get mad and all that, but, you know, it'll put her back in order, and it'll relieve the pressure off you. And sometimes in instances it does work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes women can require too much of you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to cut them off. You got to leave them alone. You know, because they're taking your time, they're taking your money, they're taking your energy. Man, energy, man. That shit is important. Women feed off men. Whether they say that they don't need them or not, they feed off their energy. They feed off their being. You know what I'm saying? And it can tear you fucking apart. That's why Yahawah say, you know, it's better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than in a house shared with a contentious woman. And it's telling you to avoid women. It's times where, and you have to know, be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, man. I'd rather dwell in the wilderness than dwell with a contentious woman. And that's another precept in the Bible. Be smart, you know what I'm saying, and know when to avoid women, and know when to give them your time. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High nowadays, He teaching us men to be perfectly ready, to strive to be like Yahawah, to strive to be like God. You know what I'm saying? Because in the eyes of your woman, you are God. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to apply that into your life. The more and more you put Yahawah first, the body, the mind, the spirit, you know what I'm saying? The more and more you put Yahawah first, the more and more the Most High, the women going to see it. They're going to see that you're a godly man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see that you're stronger. They're going to see something different about you, and they're going to strive to come towards you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be getting at these women all the time. Women should be getting at you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning that too. And remember, you know, my brothers, you are everything. Yahawah is everything. You know what I'm saying? Yahawah is everything. And this world is nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High say you are everything as well. And if you are everything and everything is nothing, then you got to understand how much this shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Everything that the Lord give you don't matter if it's coming from Yahawah. It can always be taken away. It can be given back. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of brothers is failing on that, because they so dependent on women when the Most High is demanding their time. Because you got another relationship, and that relationship is with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, they get caught in these horrible judgments. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of men destroy themselves. You know what I'm saying? From dealing with women and not happy to be able to have no control or the right balance. Some of them commit suicide. Some of them change genders. You know what I'm saying? They go into being in being with the same sex because they done been dramatized by women. You know what I'm saying? That precept is big, nigga. Big, bro. So you got to be careful and be mindful and be a smart man of God and be like, you know what? You know, I don't need this right now. And it can avoid so many fucking problems. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's from your people that you care about all the way down to your girlfriends that you deal with. Whether you're dealing with one or multiple. It can take a toll. You know what I'm saying? And be careful for you men that don't have kids. Don't have kids. That's some real shit, because that can get you easily trapped financially, mentally, physically. It could drag you down. It can stop you from having a whole fucking day of peace. You know what I'm saying? Kids are good. You know what I'm saying? But now, in the day and time that we living in, we moving so fast, you got to be lightweight. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of prophets and a lot of real prophets know that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be lightweight as possible. Move with the feet of deer's feet. You got to be light, bro. And you can't be carrying baggage. Now, for some of the brothers that do have that and do have kids, so be it. The Bible never said that you couldn't. If you're prepared for it, the Most High is going to give it to you. But a lot of brothers be signing up for shit that they're not ready for. That's wisdom. That's the gifts and the blessings that God give you. So before you brothers decide to do whatever y'all going to do, if you into the Bible, you would know how to discern and work this out and figure out how you're going to do it. And sometimes, like I say, right here, I'm going to leave it at that. It is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than a corner of a housetop than in a house shared with a contentious woman. Avoid them. And right now, the Most High putting it on my spirit to try and avoid them to the best you can. Temptation is a motherfucker. It is very powerful indeed. Yes, it is. But, you know, you being that man and you spiritually fighting and you going for what you want to go for, you know what I'm saying? You can tend to avoid things that'll slow you down. And that is one of them. So, there it is right there. I'm about to get ready to close out. It says, as cold water to a weary soul, so is good news from a far country. That's right. And that's the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The good news from the far country. And the prophets that's telling us exactly who we are. That's cold water to a weary soul that replenishes us, knowing that Yahweh loves us and knowing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is saying that I am for you and only for you. I am your God. Ask of me. You know what I'm saying? Knock, asking it shall be given. Knocking it shall be open. The Most High say sometimes even when you pray, you don't have to. I know exactly what you want every day. The Most High give you things, like it says, the Most High, when a man go to sleep, the Most High put the instructions and the gifts in him. So when he wake up the next day, you know what I'm saying, he would go and perform it and he would receive it. You know what I'm saying? So that is the best news ever, to know that we, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and his son Yahushai, they melanated beings. We are the descendants of the Israelites. We are the Israelites, knowing that the soon we'll get the world and we'll be able to dwell with Yahweh forever. You know what I'm saying? We'll see the downfall of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Things will get right back. Things will be in order instead of lawless and godlessness. You know what I'm saying? And perverseness being taken over. We'll have better days. We won't be able to have to work anymore. You know what I'm saying? We'll have the kingdom. We'll have the world. We'll have worlds upon worlds and beyond. We'll have power. You know what I'm saying? Something that we haven't had in a long time. We haven't tasted in a long time, and we'll be able to get it all back. So that's cold water to a weary soul. And a lot of men dying and perishing and being mentally, physically destroyed because they don't have this word. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no balance. They are being stopped with the knowledge that they got. They feel like the knowledge what they got is enough, and they don't have to learn nothing else when it's a lot of shit and it's word that you got to learn. You just need the right guidance and the right teachings. Sometimes you got to sit down and listen. Sometimes you got to go out. You got to go out there and study. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to get back into that Bible. We all go back to the Bible. That is the spiritual catalyst for the Negroes, Mexicans, and the Indians. We are very spiritual people, and we know that God is there, and we can always go to him. But you got to know his name. You got to know his son's name. You got to know the truth about the Bible. You got to accept the changes that the Most High is demanding from you. You got to read the Bible. You got to be able to study. You got to listen to other people that's above you. You know, a lot of brothers is dealing with pride. A lot of brothers is dealing with jealousy. A lot of brothers is dealing with non-belief, different ideologies. You know what I'm saying? Different things that they desire. They're not concerned about, you know what I'm saying, what somebody else is prepared to give them, which is that gospel, that good news, because gospel means good news. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of brothers aren't wary of that. But for those of us that are wary of it, we are being reborn, we're being remade, we're being reconstructed, we're becoming better and stronger men where we need to be instead of where we want to be. Because now we're starting to see where we want to be in the eyes of other brothers, and they are a living example of what you don't want to do. The Most High is going to get you to where you need to be, not to where you want to be. Because where they want to be at is not where they're supposed to be at. But when you let Yahawah guide you, and you let the Spirit in, he's going to guide you to where you need to be. And that right there is going to make you put off the old man and put on the new man to become a stronger man and strive to be better. You know what I'm saying? At least before this world end, you could say that you were striving to be a better man. You're following Yahawah Shimon Shai. You had that faith. You know what I'm saying? You did the best that you could. You know? And when the world ends, it's all the more better. It is. It says, a righteous man who falters before the wicked is like a murky spring in a polluted well. That's right. That's right. You got to keep going. You got to keep striving. That's what it's meant to be a man of the Lord. Keep doing the right thing. Don't ever crumble. Don't succumb to these wicked people. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them get to you. Stay strong. Keep riding. Keep hustling. Don't ever let them see you fold. You know what I'm saying? Go to them highways and byways. Put out your videos to the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? Live, work out, be healthy, read, understand the knowledge of Yahawah Shimon Shai. Because when you fall back to your down to their status and you fail, it's like you sinking. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what these wicked people want. That's exactly what these evil people want, is to see you fall. They don't want to see you rise. They don't want to see you become the son of God again. They don't want to see you put back in your place, whether it's your own people or it's the white man or the rest of the fucking world. They don't want to see that happen. So what you do is you strive, you know what I'm saying, as a man of God, to stay on that path. Don't ever fall off. Keep going. We all fall down and shit, but don't fall off, man. Keep going. You on the right path. Real shit. It says, it is not good to eat much honey. To seek one's own glory is not glory. That's right, man. Because people be thinking all this money is the answer. You know what I'm saying? People be thinking that these women are the answer. People be thinking about their jobs and how good they got it, and you know what I'm saying, how good they prospering. You prosper in a world that's soon to crumble away. So what do you really have? You know what I'm saying? Like the Most High say, don't get greedy. It's not good to be greedy. And it's like, you know, being greedy is like the form of a fat person. You know what I'm saying? They love the food and it's delicious to them, but they won't stop eating. And in time, it becomes, they feel like this their glory. They done found something that they're happy about. When it becomes their greatest dish pleasure, it becomes a Achilles heel. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of brothers do. You know, like gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? That's another form of too much honey too. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they feel like the wickedness is allowing them to progress. They robbing, they stealing, and they killing to get what they want. And then they come back around on them like a boomerang, and they end up getting killed. You know what I'm saying? And they end up getting their shit taken. They end up getting robbed because they done too much. And they done ate too much. And they done took, because the Most High, sometimes he can give you good blessings. Sometimes he can give you bad blessings. You got to be able to discern from that, not be one of these people that's blind out here just doing whatever they want. You got to be able to be smart and choose what you need and what you want. For real, be careful about that. It's the difference between the two. For real. So to seek one's own glory is not glory. That's not glory. Because because you feel like you can shoot people when they make you mad. That's not glory. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a bunch of friends that got your back and y'all just clicked up and y'all just gang. That's not glory. You know what I'm saying? Because you felt like you got more bricks and you can stay as high as the other person. That's not fucking glory. That's shame, man. You gotta change your ways. It says, whoever has no rule over his own spirit is like a city broken down without walls. That's right. Because this is flesh. And the spirit is different. And the spirit is actually vulnerable to certain things too. Well, actually, it's vulnerable to many things because these spirits can attack you and they know that this is just flesh. You know what I'm saying? But to get at your spirit is a whole nother level. And they can destroy you. You know what I'm saying? You can be possessed by these other entities out here because you don't pray, you don't give Yahawahs Yahushai the glory, you don't ask him for what you need, you don't believe, and you are exposing yourself to this wicked environment. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't have no defense for yourself. You don't have no protection. You know what I'm saying? You don't have nothing looking out for you. The Most High put angels around those of us that believe to protect us from the things that can destroy us. You know what I'm saying? If it were not for Yahawahs Yahushai, a lot of us would have died a long time ago. A lot of us would have perished a long time ago. But luckily, Yahawahs Yahushai got us in his heart to where we are guided to do the right thing by these angels. You know what I'm saying? It's like the voices in your head. You know what I'm saying? You got to discern of them who's going to make the right choice. You got the good, you got the bad. You got your conscience, and you got these entities in you trying to tell you what you should do, trying to entice you into what you're doing, trying to give you that temptation to do wicked things or to be talking about certain people or to be ashamed of yourself. Those them spirits in your head, those thoughts, you got to be able to cancel that shit out. You got to be able to throw that shit out. And you got to have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to give you that barrier because the angels is going to tell you what you need to know. Yahweh is going to tell you what you need to know. You don't need to see them for them to be there to motivate you. They're going to come through here. They're going to speak through here, your spirit. But you got to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You got to call on Yahawahs Yahushai and name Yahushai, Lord, I can't do it. Take control of my life. I don't have no control over myself. Help me to be a better man. Help me to cast off the things that I don't need because I feel like that I need them. I'm not crutching on it, and I know damn well that I can do better without it. Help me with my life. Help me take care of myself, my family, if I got one, if you have one. You know what I'm saying? Help me in a relationship with my woman. You know what I'm saying? Help us better ourselves instead of fighting. If I got to cut her off, teach me and show me what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are walking around here butt naked. That's the term naked in the Bible too. You don't have no protection. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no guard. You don't have no mind. You don't have no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the world and what it really is around you. You don't have spiritual eyes to see these problems coming. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a city. Whoever has no rule over his spirit, over his own spirit, is like a city broken down without walls. That's right, man. Be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? You can, and the person is like a city too. They not just like a house. They can be like a city. It's like a whole world within a world of a person, man. You know what I'm saying? And they can be attacked. They can be assaulted by anything at any given time, and they don't have no protection. You know what I'm saying? They can fight back all they want, but you know, a strong city, you know what I'm saying, a strong fortress with walls and defense, you know what I'm saying, can combat whatever's coming better, rather than one that don't have no barriers or no protection. There it is. And that protection is Yahawahs Yahushai. That barrier is, you know what I'm saying, Yahushai and the holy angels. So when you charge out, you're not fighting to protect your city from these spirits and these demonic ass people by yourself. You got Yahweh. You got Yahushai sending his holy angels and the spirits, the holy angels, you know, with you to charge out and to combat and to thwart these wickedness with all the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. And that's how you live to have a better life. And that's one of the gifts that Yahawahs Yahushai give you, to fight spiritual battles sufficiently, to know what you're doing sufficiently. You know what I'm saying? And then when the Most High, when time comes to battle in real time, you'll be strong enough to thwart your enemies and to overthrow them. And that's one of the things that I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? To become bigger, to become stronger, to become a man, to know what it's like to be a man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and then to ascend to God. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I'm going inevitably. After I maintain my body, you know what I'm saying, and I build my body up to where it needs to be, and my stature, I not only graduate as being a man, but I'll be on God status, and I'll be able to have the mind, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and He has me at a 360. He's working on my mind, my body, and my spirit, and that's something that you would want from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Those are the other gifts. That's what's going to connect you, and you're going to have it all, and you're going to realize that everything in this world is nothing. Everything is Yahweh. Yahweh is everything. You know what I'm saying? And you are everything. Like the Most High say, I live in you. So if I'm everything, you're everything. Amen to that. And with that, call on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and Name Yahushai. It was good. Those are the gifts of Yahweh, or God's gifts and blessings. And so on to the next video. I'm going to see you guys most likely on Sunday. If I don't make it out on Sunday, I'm coming on Monday. Y'all know y'all know how I am. I might be a little bit sturdy, but I'm pushing on to the best of my abilities. Call on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the name Yahushai. I love you guys. Thank you for whoever out there listening. If I'm preaching to the wind, I'm preaching to the wind. I know Yahweh will hear me. Amen. Prepare for these times ahead. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, know how to live your life. And with that, shalom.